Hi, everybody. It is Dr. Kathy. It is July 14th. Just so that those of you, as you're listening to this, get an idea of where we are in time. This is the morning after a young man tried to assassinate Donald Trump. So it has things that are being brought up in all kinds of people, whether they're liberal or conservative or whatever they are. Any trauma like that, anything that we see brings things up. And one of our members, just before we started, was asking, she's been reading Amma, who is one of the groups of beings I channel, her book their book on trauma. And she said, could Amma talk about what kind of trauma gets surfaced when millions of people watch this? Because some people watch it on TV. There were 1,000 people that were there, and she says she will be able to talk. She says, good idea. Oh, that's how I translate the energy. So let us begin by first moving into our heart source. Those of you who are familiar with the heart source, all you need to do is to say heart source. And just know that it always helps to go deeper within the heart source by following the process, which is bring your attention to your heart chakra in the middle of your chest and let your awareness and your consciousness go deep within. Now just imagine you're walking around to the back of yourself and you're looking for your heart chakra in your back. It's exactly across the front. You just estimate. If you find it difficult to get in there, just move it around. Many people go a little bit too low, and somebody is too low. Actually, they're a little bit too low and to their right. Yeah, you can. Somebody's still wandering around trying to find it. And when I say that, I don't know whether this is in the lifetime or this is in time. There we go, in there. Or if it's in the time of somebody who's trying to get in to see it days later. Go as deep as you can in the back of your heart chakra. And it's like going down a hallway, an alleyway, a tunnel, and then you will step into an expansive space, which is your sacred space. Good, there you go. Now, keeping your awareness in those two places, move around to the front again and go into the front of your third eye, your sixth chakra, which is in the middle of your forehead in the midline, but it's just above the brow chakras. Not chakras, but your eyebrows, right there. If you go up from where your nose indents, and then at least I do, I have a little ridge there, and then it goes down, it's right in there. Go deep within. Set your intention to please see the violet flame, which is in the back of the front of the sixth chakra, the third eye. There you go. Again, keeping that awareness there. Move around now into the back and go into the back of the third eye. One of the things you can do when you're looking for it is just say, back of the third eye, please reveal yourself to me. There you go. Now, draw, intend, imagine, declare a beam of energy connecting your heart chakra to your third eye. Notice how that energy changes when those get connected like that. There you go. And send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. It knows exactly where to go. And now straight down to the center of the earth. And as Amma says, you are centered and grounded, and you are actually grounded above and below. Breathe. As you inhale, breathe in energy from above and below. There are two different energies. They have different vibrations, and we are to be in both of them. Good. Good. Now we're going to activate Archangel Michael's sword. Those of you who already have a sword, just say, I am the sword. Those of you who do not yet have Michael's sword, ask Archangel Michael to be with you. Hold out your dominant hand. My dominant hand is right-handed, and most of us who have the sword love to receive it again. And just say, Archangel Michael, may I have your sword? And he will place the hilt of the sword in your hand. There, I feel it again. And just close your hand over it. I don't close it all the way. I do about this. One of the things I like about Michael's sword is it's light and it's powerful. Now move it, point up, right in front of your heart. Now place it within your heart and it will spread throughout your body. And if you're just now receiving it, say, I am the sword, and feel that energy going throughout you. Good. And now we're going to do a little bit that's not usually it's not in the 3 different things that we set up for protection. I was reading one of the chats and I lost my train of thought. Okay, here it is. Declare, chakra spin as fast as is safe for me. And breathe in and feel that energy coming in from above and below. And see the energy when you exhale, gently exhale and see that energy moving to all the chakras, all throughout your body. And as those chakras spin as fast as is safe for you, your healing team is managing that. Congestion will leave. Now, those of you who watched what happened last night, or was it yesterday afternoon with President Trump, notice, just ask for all of the trauma energy from that to leave you. Ask for anything that came up within you to leave you. Keep breathing that in and exhaling. And when I talk about releasing anything within you, if there's anybody who says, oh, good, that needs to be released. If anybody who says, I'm going to get retribution, that needs to be released. Anybody who's absolutely crushed by it, that needs to be released. If you have any reaction other than compassion for those who was injured, and somebody, at least one person died. Was there more than one person that died? Margaret, would you put your fingers up as 2 of them? So 2 people have lost their lives. Just ask for all of that energy caught within you to be released. Excuse me, to be released. Okay, I'm getting that it's okay to ask this because it's always managed by your healing team. Chakras spin faster if it is safe for me. Keep breathing in that light and love. Let it clear things out. Good. Now we're going to activate the violet flame. Just say, violet flame activate, 7th layer of my aura. By the way, St. Germain's just said, you can actually activate it to where it is over every layer of the aura. So if you wish to do that, I haven't tried that yet. So if you wish to do that, give it a try and see what happens. This is interesting. The Wei Qi energy is an energy that surrounds our body and it surrounds all of our organs, as you can actually activate the violet flame to the same places the Wei Qi energy goes. So if you try this, let's just see what happens. Violet flame, activate all along my Wei Qi, wherever it is in my body. And just notice, wow, I just had all kinds of things happening. And now, heart source. Extend to either the seventh layer of my aura, or when I hold my arms out straight in any way, to the tips of my fingers, to beyond the tips of my fingers. This is protection. If you do this protection every day, Amma, I think it was Amma, suggested that we do it in the morning when we get up, and we do it in the evening before we go to bed at minimum. There we go. We're going to have a healing ceremony first. Last week we did Amma's message first. We're having the healing ceremony first. We are now going to establish the healing lecture room, and this lecture room will bring in the soul energy of anyone who sees this healing ceremony or sees the ceremony, the healing ceremony itself, no matter when they see it, or if they simply read the message. There is a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner. And we invite angels from the angelic realm who know exactly what is needed for us to surround the perimeter of this room from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar. By the way, this healing lecture room is an adaptation of the healing room in the Melchizedek method, which is where I learned it. There you go. And then there is a central pillar. And I can't even tell you how many beings from the other side come into the central pillar. All beings of light. Some of the angelic realms wanted me to mention who's here. We have people from Archangel Michael's realm. We have people from Raphael's realm, from Gabriel's realm. And Archangel Golden works with the encodements. Oh, and then Archangel Michael said, and we have some young angels in training that are also joining us. And then Amma just said, yes, there are always new souls that come from the energy of the Creator. There we go. And coming into the central pillar that are going to be working with us today is Hilarion, who is the Chohan, or the head of the fifth ray, the green ray of healing. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Mother Mary and Mary of Magdala, both who were tremendous healers. Yeshua. And you are asked to invite in those whom you particularly are related to. There you go. And now Hilarion, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary of Magdala, and Kali is stepping out to be a large part of this healing ceremony. And you are invited to go into your healing space. In the space we have for the healing room, you can have your own space, or you can join in the middle of the group. It does not matter. Some of you would prefer to have privacy in a sense, and others want to be there with the whole group. Whatever it is that you want and need is there. There is a green jade chair of healing. And for those who have never been to the healing ceremony, the green jade chair is very comfortable. It will fit to your energy, to your vibration. And it actually is not solid. It's the vibration, your vibration and its vibration. There we go. Amma always oversees the healing, and she is placing in the middle of all of us, because we're going to do this healing. We're going to do a little healing on ourselves, but we're sending healing to others. And what she is placing in the middle of us is the stage in which President Trump was on when the gunshots occurred, and all of the people surrounding. And she is inviting us, asking us, as we do the healing needed for ourselves, that we clear ourselves so that we can then send healing to all of the people that were there, and to all the people who saw this, whether they saw it live or they saw it on television. I'm sure somebody has it on YouTube somewhere. And what I want you to do, and those of you who've been with us the last few weeks, this is something that has been brought in for us, but see yourself in the green jade chair of healing. There's some of you that want to stand up, so there is a place you can move in your healing room where there is a green jade energy coming down upon you as you stand. Whether you're sitting or standing, be connected above and below, and ask for your healing team to send to you the exact vibration of energy you need to release any low vibration energies within you, whether they were activated yesterday or today or any other thing that has happened, and bring that energy in, breathe it in. And then when you exhale all congestion. I like to just bring in the energy of God's love in whatever color God's love. I was always surprised people don't see God's love in the same color I do. We're all different. So bring it in. And when you exhale, set your intention to release congestion. And whatever color that, bring it in and release. Again, inhale. Bring the exact vibration of love in, and then increase. Exhale. I'm having trouble with words today. Exhale. All the low vibration energy you no longer need. There you go. Keep doing that. Okay, they're telling me they want me to finish the healing session with us first before we do everybody else, but still clearing yourself. Notice how you're getting more and more expanded. And now Hilarion is saying that we are going to be working physical system by physical system. Know, however, that it is on all levels: physical, energetic, emotional, mental, spiritual. The first system is our cardiovascular system. And remember, all levels. So the heart chakra, the heart meridian. Energies that is there, please send the exact vibration of love each person needs to bring their physical cardiovascular system into balance, to heal any wounds, any emotional wounds at all, physical wounds at all, which is interfering with the full, complete, glorious functioning of the cardiovascular system. Now look at that. They change things on me when I do some of this. Said, yes, you are going to be healed first, but we're going to do it system at a time. Now, see before you anyone you wish to see, family, friends that you have said you would put in the healing circle today. And this includes the people that were there at the rally yesterday, people that were killed, family members of those who were there, anybody that's in fear. Now, what you're going to do is with your intention, you're still bringing in energy from above and below. And this time, as it comes through you, you ask the healing teams to please send out energy to everyone there at the exact vibration they need. So you are channeling energy. You are being the power and presence of God. Inhale for yourself, the exact vibration you need for yourself. And when that has come in and done its wonderful healing work, exhale out to all of those that you see, feel, experience, that you have held in your mind. And we're going to go through this fairly quickly. And now, ask for the exact vibration of love needed to bring balance to your nervous system. That's your brain, the spinal column. That is all of the nerves, the peripheral nerves, the cranial nerves, the nerve plexus, wherever they are. Ask first of all for yourself the exact vibration of love needed to bring healing to you. Again, this works on the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, energetic levels. This is where your fight and flight system response is activated. We're asking for a healing of that, for that to calm down. In body talk, we ask for switching to be done so it calms the nervous system. Breathe in the exact vibration of love you need. Just ask for it to release anything affecting your nervous system, whether it's been there all of your life or it's new. There you go. And now with the little shift, the energy's still coming into you, but you are asking that it leave you and go directly to all of those you hold in your mind and your heart. And it could be in your head that you see this huge image of whoever it is. It could be the planet, yes. Now, as the love comes through you, still healing you, and the exact vibration of love needed going out. If you have your mind on 1 million people, it goes out to the 1 million people at their vibration, 1 million different vibrations. And again, you are the channel of God's healing energy. If you feel that you need more assistance, simply say your own prayer to the Creator to bring the deepest healing to every person that they can accept right now. Now, Hilarion is telling me that as we move from one system to the next, you're still sending energy out to the other systems. That we could spend all day doing this, and we don't have that time. And now the respiratory system. First for yourself, bring in the energy for yourself, asking for the exact vibration of love needed to bring complete balance to your respiratory system. And Hilarion is pointing to me that also includes the absorption of oxygen by the blood system and the gathering together of carbon dioxide by your blood cells that is released with your exhale. We do yourself first. I'd suggest like 3 deep breaths and releasing that for yourself. And then see all of those people that you have in your heart and your mind. And as the energy is leaving you for them, ask that it go, it leave you in the exact vibration for every person that energy is touching. I'm getting a direct message that this particular healing that we're doing today, whether you're watching this, listening to this 3 years from now, or listening to it now, that it is also balancing the replication of cells in the lungs. That means people who are having pre-malignancies or dealing with malignancies in the respiratory system, that this energy is going to balance this. How, in what way, how fast, I don't know, but just know that. I'm also receiving the message, those of you who have smoked and are still smoking, you may ask that the energy release all chemicals, all tar, all nicotine that is caught within your system. This goes as well for anything that you smoke, which could be marijuana or anything else. And Hilarion is telling me, yes, it even goes for people who grow up, which I did, grow up in the oil industry area where there's lots of pollution coming in. I've always, until I moved to Arizona, lived on the Texas Gulf Coast. Lots of refineries and stuff here, and so you can ask that it be released. And in fact, healing team, please remove any artificial encodements holding in these energies and repair the damaged and altered ones that are needed to help release. Just, you can do that in any of this stuff we're doing. There we go. Digestive system, we're changing to the digestive system. Follow the same process. Breathe in, ask for the exact vibration energy needed to bring balance to the digestive system. May the energy come in that needs to feed the friendly bacteria and yeasts and microbes in your stomach and in your mouth and in your large intestine. May the exact vibration come in to balance the needed excretion of hydrochloric acid, which breaks down foods and proteins. Pat your abdominal area. I'm getting pat your abdominal area and say, good job. Thank you so much. Now bringing balance to what is absorbed by your small intestine. Ask for the exact vibration of energy to come in to also release fear and anxiety. You're doing wonderfully. Good. And now, switch your attention to those that you are sending healing to. Bring in the healing for yourself, and then send it out through every chakra at the exact vibration needed for all of those who will be receiving what you are sending. Good. Y'all are getting the hang of this really well. I know some of you have been doing this. And now for yourself. Oh, by the way, they were telling me that when we talk about the digestive system, we're talking about liver, we're talking about pancreas, small and large intestines, we're talking about your mouth and saliva. So everything that goes in there. We're going to do one more system, and that is your integumentary system, which is your skin, your fascia, your fat. Breathe it in for yourself, the exact vibration of healing needed. For yourself, give some deep breaths and exhale for yourself. And now shift. So the energy is still coming in with you for you, and it will work with you for your healing. Set your intention also that as you exhale this time, the exact vibration of energy needed for each individual in the however many that you are sending energy to, that it be at their vibration. And Hilarion is letting me know, remember that when you do this, it is in a space of no time, which means that you may think that you're doing this for a half an hour, and in the no time, you could be doing it for years. And he also said, I spoke a little bit too quickly about that being the last system. We're moving to the endocrine system. So for yourself first, request the exact vibration of love needed to balance and heal your endocrine system, your entire hormonal system. And Hilarion just winked at me and he said, this includes the hormones that scientists have not yet discovered. Your entire hormonal system. And now let us shift, bringing it in for yourself, yes, but as you send it outward, request the exact vibration needed for each individual person that this energy touches, that your energy touches. There you go. And now, in closing, ask, healing team of each of those we've been sending love to, if they allow on a soul level, please remove all artificial encodements that they acquired, especially those that saw were activated by the violence of yesterday. Repair the damaged and altered natural encodements which were damaged or altered. And for all upon this planet, activate encodements of kindness, compassion, love. and offer thanks in your own way for your healing and for the healing of all of those that you have helped facilitate. Thank Hilarion, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary of Magdala, for all that they have done for you and for us today. And now Amma, the Divine Mother, says, we will continue your healing, but come into the lecture room. We are moving into the lecture room. Pull up a chair, whatever is most comfortable for you. Place yourself wherever you wish to be, because the lecture room will enfold you wherever you are. If you prefer to be sitting on the beach or next to a river or on the top of a mountain, or maybe you would like to go to a different galaxy, wherever you would like to be there. Ask your healing team, the encodement team, especially among your healing team, to please harmonize your encodement system in such a way that you receive the information Amma is giving, not only through my voice, but also through the energy of love that she sends to you. And that all of her love activate within you love. And now to connect together, if you would send a beam of energy from your heart to the middle pillar, the central pillar, and this connects all of us. And I always appreciate it if you send a beam of energy to my heart as well. And the next one who will be coming through is the Divine Mother. Dear ones, I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mother, and I am your mother. I knew you before you sprang from the oneness. Isn't that amazing? I knew you before you sprang from the oneness. I knew when you, this sliver of the oneness, who decided you wanted to participate in exploring this new world, this new adventure from the oneness to what is separateness and oneness at the same time. I knew you were coming. And when you made that decision, you came into my womb, and I have held you in my womb since then. The Father has held you in his heart since then. As it is love that invited you to come forth and discover incarnation, to discover the exploration of love. A member of your group asked if I could speak on trauma. What is the activation of trauma within you? How does trauma occur? There are several layers of trauma. There is trauma upon the planet when the earth moves. You call it earthquakes, or when volcanoes erupt, or when there are tidal waves. That is a trauma within the planet herself. The difference, though, between your trauma and her trauma is that when the trauma comes from within herself, she is able to absorb and release the trauma because she rejoices in the new life that trauma brings. It brings new mountains. It changes the face of the land. It changes what happens deep within all of the waters, even the glaciers. She is able to accept what happens with the trauma of her body, release any discord easily. She actually does not feel discord. She observes what happens, notes what has changed, and flows with it. Trauma, which gets, if you want to say, stuck within her, comes from humans. If you happen to be where there is an earthquake or a volcano and it affects you, humans have the tendency to not observe and to bury within them any feelings, any notations of what it is that happened. Humans do not observe what is new. They move into regret and grief for what was lost. Your planet, Gaia, notices how things have changed and accepts the changes and moves forward without regret for what was changed. Humans wish to hold on to what was changed, not to the newness, but they want to hold on what is no longer, whether it is people, whether it is houses, whether it is whole planets or countries or continents. Humans wanted to hold on to Atlantis, Lemuria, to the way the land flowed before the volcano came, to the way the land was flat before the earthquake came. When you wish to hold on to that which is no more, you lose the opportunity to accept the growth which is in front of you. When humans feel the trauma and they are angry and resentful and in grief, that energy does go into the planet. And yes, there is a way to clear it, but it is humanity's job to clear that energy. Gaia will sift through the energy. She will not let that energy cause pain and suffering within herself. But much of human emotion causes what some would say is pain and suffering within the weather. There has to be a response of what happens. One of the largest traumas that is held within the planet is the shedding of blood through anger and hatred. The shedding of blood for the purpose of greed. The shedding of blood for the purpose of control. There is no place for the control of others. Yes, there is a place for you to control yourself. Yes, there is a place for a structure that you call government, which, when used with love and care, surrounds you with the energy of let us care for one another. Let us be kind to one another. Let us see how we can assist those who need more than what they have, and that we can give from our wealth, be it food or clothing or love or companionship, to recognize the oneness needs to assist the individuals within the oneness. When there is blood that is shed because of violence, not the violence from protection, but the violence from greed, the violence from hatred and anger. When blood is shed in that way, it infects the very soil of the planet, because it is a curse that has been placed within the blood upon the planet. And when people walk upon that land, the energy of the curse is activated. However, if you, being the sword of Michael, the archangel, and you walk upon that land with the intention of clearing and transmuting that energy, you can help clear that energy. If you stand on a place in the land where there is a large battle, there has been a large battle. Oh, let's take in the United States. If you stood on the land of Gettysburg, where brother fought against brother and father against son and son against father, and you took one spot and you stayed there, and you said, I am the sword, and with my energy as the sword and the assistance of Michael, the archangel, I set my intention to go down deep into the earth and to move up into the air in the galaxy. And I ask for the exact energy needed to transmute the energy that is in this spot where I am, and see the sword go deep within and above. And yes, you can see the sword go around, and call for the transmutation of all of the low vibration energy, be it hatred, be it grief. You can transmute that energy. You can all move energetically to the place where there was the rally yesterday and someone attempted to kill a presidential candidate, a former president. You can go there now and stand there by asking to be taken as the sword to clear that energy. That is how the planet is cleared, by you, by those who come with love, those who minister to the fallen, those who are in agony for the loss. 2 lives were lost yesterday at that rally. What is happening to their families? Many more lives were lost in the Middle East. Many more lives were lost in various countries within Africa, in prisons within the United States and China, India, all over the world. You can visit those places as the sword of Michael with your heart open and bring in energy from above and below to not only heal yourself, do yourself first. Ask for that healing and then send forth love from you and ask that all of the angels and guides and beings that are here to support this planet, that they send the exact vibration of love from you. They transmute it. They put it out. As you breathe it out, they assist in bringing the love that each person needs. That is why in the healing ceremonies, we suggest that you heal yourself first, so that your capacity to send out even greater love is enhanced. And you do that. And even while you are sending out love, you are healed more. Trauma comes into individuals in many different ways. Watching the news, seeing violence, seeing videos of violence, reading about it. And if you have that trauma within you, it can be surfaced in reading fiction, watching fiction. And when that comes up within you, immediately go into your heart source and ask for healing of what wound was activated at that time. The violence you see anywhere upon this planet is due to the activation of some recent or long past wound, which rises up the anger and the sense of violence and retribution, rises up from within the person, and they know of nothing to do but to take action, which only produces more violence. The anger that comes forward is more violence. If you are the perpetrator of that anger which comes outward and produces more violence, it is incumbent upon you to move quickly to your heart source and ask immediately, healing team, find that wound that was activated, find that trauma within me which was activated, and come and surround that wound no matter when it happened, and bring healing to it. How do you know it has been healed? Because no longer do you have retribution. You have compassion for the perpetrators of that very wound in which you were damaged. And you ask for the healing of their wound, which was the source of their perpetration. And you go back generationally and please bring healing to whatever wound it was that caused them to be a perpetrator, and that perpetrator to be a perpetrator, and that perpetrator to be a perpetrator. If you feel anger and hostility and wish to go, let's say steal, whether it is someone's love, affection, or whether it is an object or property or money, there is a wound within you that has produced greed. And why does greed come? Greed comes from a wound within you that says you are less than, that says that the only way to be safe is to have this, whatever this is. There is greed for power. Why do they want greed for power? Because they have been wounded and they need protection. And they think as long as they can be the perpetrators, as long as they can exercise their power, they will be safe. Those who create the greatest violence are those who have been wounded deeply and it is generational within them. Any time anger flares up from you to where your reaction is not to soothe or to bring healing, but your reaction is to strike out in anger, first of all, that there is a wound of great trauma within you. And when it is so deep, second of all, that it is generational. And if it is a wound that you see in your family, in your neighborhood, in your country, in your state, in your city, you know that it is cultural. It is national. If you would be able to see the reaction of other people and to know healing is needed, and to spend your time when you can, when you're ready, your meditation time, or perhaps those of you who do not have a specific job and wonder, what can I do because I am ill or my body is old or my body cannot move well or I have little energy. What can I do? Oh, you can examine yourself where you are hurt emotionally, mentally, and recognize, just observe it and recognize that was produced by someone in great pain who was hurt by someone else in great pain. And you can be there in the heart source and in love and send love as everyone, whenever they react instantly, what do you call it? Knee-jerk reactions. Trauma has been surfaced within them. You who are here and you who watch and you who listen and read, you have been called to be a healer of the world, of yourself, of those around you, and of this planet. You are mine. I carry you within my womb, and I send healing love to you. And I ask you to join me in this healing. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the choice to leave the oneness and experience separateness, and now to experience what love is and how to share that love one with another. And oh, my precious one, I am Amma, your mother. This is Kathy. Thank you. Sometimes I get started and I think, oh, I've only been talking for 3 minutes. And then I look at the clock on there and realize I've been talking for longer than that. I want to thank you for joining me this morning. And thank you to Cleo for asking about words from Amma about trauma. I wasn't expecting those particular words. So thank you very much. Many blessings to you. See you next week.
Always wonderful. Thank you, Kathy.
You are very welcome, Marina.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Amma. Thank you,
Thank
Cleo.
you. Take care, everyone. Much love. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Cleo. Thank you, Kathy.
This is a